Hi guys, Kendi here, welcome back. So today's video is going to be a really slow talked through eyeshadow tutorial on this eyeshadow look here, and this is using the Violet Voss Laura Lee palette, which is absolutely stunning. I've talked through this tutorial really slowly. I've talked through it absolutely step by step, so if you're a beginner then hopefully it might shed a little bit of light on the steps that I do to get the eyeshadow blended and looking the way that it does. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, become part of the Kendi fam and hit that subscribe button, and let's get on to it. So the first thing that I always do is I apply like a powder base to make colours blend a lot easier. I like to use a eyeshadow one, just uses them up really. So I'm going in with basic and I'm just going to go all over my lid. And also underneath as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my absolutely favourite transition brush of all time. This is the Morphe M441. It is awesome. It's just enough push to really disperse that colour. I'm going to first go in with Press Pot, and then after that I'm also going to start going in with my darker shades. I like to sweep it underneath my eye too. I sweep most of my colours underneath my eye, unless I'm going for a different colour underneath my eye, of course. So now I'm going to go in with Fried, and I'm going to start deepening up that crease area. This is a weird sort of colour. I kind of like it. It almost looks like a mustard colour, like a really yellow toned brown. So with this colour here, I'm just putting it not as high as the last colour Press Pot. The last colour Press Pot I took to probably maybe a centimetre to maybe half a centimetre away from my eyebrow, whereas this one I'm doing probably almost 2. So this colour here I'm really putting in where my actual crease is. So I'm now going to go in with a smaller brush to really start deepening out this outer V area, and I'm going to be using the 231 Luxe Petite Crease by Zoeva brushes, and this was from the Rose Golden collection. It's kind of halfway between a blending brush and a pencil brush. So I'm going to transition this. I'm going to start off with Whiskers, and then I'm going to go another shade darker over top of it with Bub. The best way to blend colours is to just start off lighter and then gradually go darker. If that means you end up using 10 different eyeshadows, then so be it. It makes it a lot easier. So I'm just going to put this one in my outer V, but I think I am going to wing it out just a wee bit. I've been quite liking that effect lately. Just going to take this dark colour and I'm going to actually take it out towards my eyebrow. This means I'm coming up sort of above beyond my brow bone a little bit. Following, I guess, the shape of your eyebrow, just start bringing that up and over towards the inner corner. And literally just dusting strokes. Bring it in, dust, like flick it in. Always blend your colours out with a clean brush. When I first started makeup, I used to just use one brush for everything. It doesn't work. You just end up with everything really muddy. Alright, so now to blend, I'm just going to take my other favourite Morphe brush, is the E27. And this is just a really nice fluffy brush. And I'm just going to go over, not over the entire thing, but I'm just going over the edges. Also, another trick that I like to do is I like to go back over with my previous brush. It'll still have a little bit of colour on it, and I just like to go over the edges with that as well. So I'm going to go in again with the Petite Crease. That's the one that's kind of like half blender, half pencil that we just used for the darker brown. And I'm going to go in again with a slightly darker shade one more time, and this one is in Bubs. So I'm not going to take it out as far, and again just sweep it in. Going back over with Fried over those edges just to get that transition a bit nicer. Okay, so this is where I'm going to take your general stock standard eyeshadow brush. I'm going to go in with Smashly. This colour is beautiful. It's like a goldy green, and it just feels like it's so unique and so beautiful. I am going to foil it as well though, but first we're going to take it dry, and I'm just going to lay a base down. Take that up to the dark area that we've just been doing. Don't worry too much if you go over it, because again we're going to go over with some more dark just to help blend that colour. And I'm just bringing this up just a wee bit higher than my natural sort of fold line. And I'm taking it right to my tear duct, and I'm just going to take my blender brush and we're just going to blend that green line out that we have. Okay, and now we're going to go back in with that darkest pencil that we used, and we're just going to brush it into the centre like we did before. And with a big fan brush, I'm just going to sweep away any fallout. And I'm going in with the blender brush just to tidy up the edges and just to add some of that transition shade back in. So taking that brush that we used for the green, I'm just going to put quite a bit on it, both sides. And then I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus and I'm just going to spray either side. Pat that on my eye. This just intensifies the colour. Avoid the area where we've already blended, because you don't want to have to go in and blend it out, blend that line out again. All I'm going to do now is add some inner corner highlight, and I'm going to use the 230 Luxe pencil brush, and this is from the Zoeva range again. I'm going to go actually in with a little bit of La Lee. This shade looks like it's a wee bit of a sort of a peach duochrome pink peach shade, and I'm going to just pop that in my inner corner. Bring it up and blend it over that colour, that green colour in the inner corner. That hasn't given me enough of a pop, so I'm also going to go in with the shade Sugar, and I'm also going to take that sugar on my brow bone. And I've often found that it is sometimes actually quite beneficial to then go over again with my transition shade brush just to soften the line where I've just put the highlighter. I find sometimes that putting on that highlighter can actually create quite a harsh line again. So that's the shadow done. I'm just going to apply some liquid eyeliner and some mascara and lashes. I'm not going to put you guys through that because that's pretty straightforward stuff. So I'm going to magically, and just like that, ta-da, I'm all glammed up again. I just popped on some lashes, some liner. So I hope you enjoyed this really slow talked through tutorial. If you liked it, preferred it this way, definitely give it a thumbs up. And as always, you'll be seeing my face in the next one.